What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Bachelor Tea Party. I am Zuri Hall, and today we are joined by Ashley Iconetti Haven.
Hey.
And TikTok star Christina Najjar.
Hey, guys.
Hello, y'all. We are going to be breaking down everything from last night's episode of The Bachelor. Of course, we've got our new Bachelor, Matt James. Let's go ahead and dive right in. First off, let's talk about Bree's one-on-one with the four-wheeling and the time in the jacuzzi. How are you two feeling about their chemistry?
I feel good. I like it. I thought that they had a great first date. I also think that this season is so funny because all the other girls can kind of watch them leave on the date. So when he was like adjusting her helmet and all the other girls were like, I want him to be adjusting my helmet. I thought that was an amazing moment. She is definitely feeling him a lot. I mean, she was like, I want to kiss right away, feeling that chemistry. But I definitely thought they had a real moment in the hot tub. It wasn't just first date fun. It was a real connection. I like her. I think she's super likable. And I think she genuinely likes Matt, which is really nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
And what I liked is that she didn't ask for a kiss like so many other girls in this episode. Guys, let the moment happen. If he's not kissing you, he probably doesn't feel like he's ready to kiss you.
I started to feel bad for him after last night's episode. It just started to feel like he was having to give away his mouth to people that he had no interest in lip locking with.
I wrote a note when I was watching last night. I think this is the season that is most obsessed with kissing, and we are 2 episodes in. Every girl's like, I want to kiss. I can't wait for my kiss. When's my kiss? Kiss me. I was like, okay, Matt is like really just getting it all.
Okay, so let's talk about Matt's one-on-one with Sarah. What did you think about their date and connection? I was just stressed for her in that damn plane trying to hold her hair down. I was like, my tracks would be showing.
I was stressed just because of the fear of getting onto a plane like that. It was a fine date up until their sit down when she became comfortable enough to open up about her father's life with ALS. My
really
heart goes out to them. Like, just that has got to be one of the top hardest things to ever go through. Yeah. And she's really strong girl. The shining moment of this date to me was when he said, you're so strong, you're the kind of woman that I'm looking for. And then he said, what can I do to prove to you that I am worthy of possibly being your partner?
I was like, wait. And then I immediately was like, I have to ask them this tomorrow. Is this normal? Like, I'm in and out of seasons. Obviously, the last few seasons I've been watching again. Does The Bachelor normally care that much to ask a question like that? Because I swoon.
No. Matt is such a good man. He wants to be equal 50-50 with someone. That is what I love about him so much. He doesn't care about attention. He cares about genuinely finding a connection. When he said that, I was like, I knew I was obsessed with you, but this seals the deal. You are such a good bachelor. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because he has never been on any Bachelors or Bachelorette or the franchise before, but he is 100% there for the right reasons. I know we talk about this a lot in Bachelor Nation. Are they there for the right reasons? Matt is on the show for the right reasons. He will be an incredible partner, incredible husband. When he said that, I was like, you are.
He has no ego in this. Yes. He truly feels like they are on the same playing field.
Yeah.
They're both new to this, but it doesn't matter because it's not just the girls auditioning for his heart. He's auditioning for their hearts too, and it's awesome.
Yeah. He wants to find that. He wants to be a partner to somebody, and it's reflected in the way he speaks to them, about them. He's just a wonderful person, and that date was really, really telling for me about his character.
It's time for our Throwing Shade segment, where we break down the shadiest moments of the night, most of which had to do with Queen Victoria.
You guys are either lying or fake or like losers, then get off the show. This is not a sorority. Gonna hit the fan.
Victoria came in hot last night. She was really stirring things up with the other girls. Do we think at this point that she's serious with the way that she's acting when she talks about, she opened up, she's like, oh, I'm a bit insecure, and like, I know it doesn't seem that way, but insecure. And I was like, oh my God. But maybe do you guys buy it? I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Guys, I had Jared read my Cosmo article last night, which I thought was totally tame. I was like, I'm just reflecting the thoughts of the people. He was like, no, you're being really mean. I was like, Jared, there is no other way to talk about this woman.
Retweet.
And I don't think she cares. I think she knows.
I don't think she cares. No, I did the same thing. I woke up and I made a TikTok about it this morning, and I called my mom and I was like, can you look at my TikTok and see if you think it's mean? And she was like, honestly, I agree with you. And that's my friggin' mom saying it. So she is out of control. She's disrespectful to the other girls. I understand that it's a competition, but if you are really there for the right reasons, you focus on yourself, you focus on your connection with the Bachelor or Bachelorette, you do not need to be that rude to the other contestants. I'm sorry, it's unnecessary. That's not what the show is about.
Yeah. That was my point. I was like, when you're that mean, you need a wake up call.
Yeah.
So,
do you think this is just to get more airtime, or could she really be like this?
No, I took a look at her Instagram this morning, you guys. I think she's pretty out of touch, should we say?
Okay, I've got my morning reading lined up for me now. Good to know.
She's gone 27 years with this personality. I don't know how she survived. Like, I am mind boggled by her because she shows up, she calls herself queen, she's being carried. You'd think that she'd have a sense of humor about herself, but she has no sense of humor about it. And that's what's freaky, because you're like, okay, wait, I think this girl is dead serious about everything. I don't think she's like every other villain, like classic villain. We're thinking Chad Johnson, Courtney Robertson, Corinne Olympios. When you think of them, you go, oh, they were sly. They knew what they were doing. They like had little glimmer, like they'd smile, they'd laugh, they have a little like glimmer in their eye. They were playing it up. This girl has none of it, which makes me feel like this is her. Or is she an actress? You guys, I've been part of this show. I know the ins and outs of it. We've never had an actress before, but it is hard to believe she's not.
No, I completely agree with you.
You think so?
The other villains, they have a glimmer in their eye. They kind of play out for the camera. I thought about Corinna a lot last night. Like she knew, she knew what she's doing. She's being funny, and that's great TV. No shame in that. But something about Victoria, she takes herself extremely seriously for someone who is so absurd and ridiculous. And it's one thing to be outlandish and over the top. It's another thing to be outlandish, over the top, and mean. It's like you're not even being funny. You're not even being additive. You're being attention seeking and also nasty. And that's a really, really irritating combo to watch. I thought she was really disrespectful. I thought she just takes herself so seriously and just is kind of and also the age-old thing of like every other girl sees the truth, and Matt's like, I don't know. Like,
but I think he sees. I think the only time that I was like, wait, what, was when they sat down and he's like, just keep being you, because that's what I love about owning it. I was like, that is the nicest way to say something nice to that girl, because I wouldn't have been able to find the words.
I was like, stop encouraging her, please. I can't.
Wait, Ashley, since you were on the show, can you speak to whether it's even important to like make friends with the girls? Like, you spend a lot of time in the house together with them and so little with the Bachelor. Is she just like really that brave, or is it not that important to make allies and friends in the house?
I don't know that it's important in your journey to love to find like a best friend in the house, but you're definitely going to have a far more enjoyable experience because you're with the girls, 100% of the time.
Right.
And when you're on group dates, you're still with the girls and the guy. And the once in a blue moon, you have a one-on-one. That would be when you have actual alone time with them. So to make a fun time out of it, you should probably make friends.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the drama between Victoria and Marilyn at the cocktail party?
Well, I'm just so confused at the fact that like he seems to be taking Victoria's claims more seriously than Marilyn's defense. And like Marilyn is very sweet. You can see like how much that orchid meant to her and like how worried she was, and you felt her heart sink when he called her in for the second time. And like the fact that he's not taking her as seriously as Victoria is like blowing my mind. I'm like, is this the only thing that Matt needed prior experience on before becoming the Bachelor?
Wait, okay. Go ahead. I'm curious, and I feel like Ashley, you're not gonna tell me, but like when it comes to like producers kind of like stick with this, like roll with Victoria for a little bit, give her accusation some validity. You don't think maybe they're encouraging that a little? Because I can't see how anyone, unless Matt is literally just like Jesus Christ descended,
Ashley,
how you don't see that.
No, I'm really interested to hear what Ashley has to say about this too. But I will say, I think Matt is one of those people who is just so nice. But Ashley, I'm really interested to hear what you would say to that.
I preface this always by saying that I've never been the lead, so I don't exactly know how this type of situation goes down. But from what I gather, first couple weeks, well, forever, you are able to pick whoever you truly have feelings for. For the first couple weeks, if there's somebody that is really good for TV, they may be like, if you don't mind, keep it around for a little while, right? Okay. But then again, I've never been, so I don't know.
Sure.
But what I think is odd about this situation is that it looks like she's getting preferential treatment to Marilyn, when usually in a situation like this, the lead is like, I'm gonna let them fight it out. I'm not sure what's going on. Like, I need to get to the bottom of this. But for some reason here, he's kind of seemingly writing off Marilyn.
Yeah. And it was so frustrating and sad to watch because Marilyn was trying to actually be nice and rationalize with Victoria, who was just not even, on the same planet as her, and like actually trying to talk to her like a human being. Victoria was being so dismissive, and I was like, oh, Marilyn, don't waste your energy. Clearly she's just not, doesn't want any part of this and isn't going to play nice. So please, you're such a sweet girl. Don't even waste your energy. It's just a shame when this kind of stuff happens that the other girl, like the sane girl, it gets dragged into it. And then by association, you're kind of filled, in the drama. And that's just, it's frustrating because it takes away from your journey, takes away from your time with Matt when you could be seeing if you have a connection with him. So that was really sad to watch. But I hope that Victoria stops getting preferential treatment because it is so frustrating to watch.
Normally the same girl wins out. I'm concerned that in this situation it's not going to happen, because if you look at the scenes from the next episode, Marilyn's not there and everyone is mad at Victoria.
Wow. Yeah, that's what did worry me about the teaser. I was like, oh, so you are still here. Okay, well, interesting. We'll see.
Do you think she's gonna get sent home though? Like, is it just a matter of time at this point? I mean, she has to be revealed.
Yeah, and she didn't. Okay, this is one of the main things that annoy me so much is she is acting like this is this sport game, and she doesn't even have a connection with Matt, obviously, and so to watch her be so cutthroat and psycho about it is frustrating, because I'm like, what are you even doing that you're doing this for Instagram followers? You don't even like Matt. You're just being so competitive for the sake of being competitive. So that's what really frustrates me. It's like, it's not like she had some incredible date with Matt where sparks flew and she, they kissed and whatever. She's just like literally chasing him and being obnoxious. So it's like, okay, girl, you need to take a seat.
Yeah. Well, to wrap it up, we're going to play a round of roses or thorns. Franco, the photographer, making his return. 1, 2, 3.
Thorn.
No, wait, why'd you say thorn, Ashley?
Because I'm so tired of the wedding photo shoots. Like, what in the freaking world? What? Again?
I know.
Well, no, okay, so you can give a rose to technically Franco's existence because the next one is the wedding photo shoot. So
okay, fine. Franco's very sweet and cute.
Okay,
yeah. The next one is definitely Thorn. Franco, bless him. I mean, you have to love his energy. He just brings it every time. I don't know what kind of coffee he drinks. I want it because he's always in a good mood. And I had to deal with all those. Victoria, I would be like, just, no, I'm not taking your picture, bye.
Right. Okay, this is your moment, Ashley. The wedding shoot / the capture the heart group date. 1, 2, 3.
Thorn. Big Thorn. Yeah.
So is it Thorn just because you guys are all sick with the bridal gowns? I just said Thorn because I hate when games aren't fair or like when the rules change halfway through, because I'm like, this isn't a fair competition. The fact that half the girls didn't get even that like brief moment with Matt, I was like, that's not cool. I was so frustrated.
I agree. That was frustrating. And I'm sick of the bridal thing. I'm just like, this is cringy. It's awkward. It definitely makes someone as sweet as Matt. I didn't like that it put him in an uncomfortable position. He's so nice already. And it's just like, that's not his vibe. Like, just stop.
I am just over competition dates when they don't say anything about your personality or your connection.
Yeah.
Like Jared and I did a competition date with Tayshia, and the guys had to like prove some smarts. They had to make her breakfast in bed. Like those were things that like, especially the breakfast in bed, that they personalized it. Like they really had a moment with her. They got to know like what she did and did not like in the morning, like little stupid things like that. But that actually like built up to something
connection.
Yeah. Playing paintball like does nothing.
Yeah.
No, agree.
Lauren getting the group date rose. 1, 2, 3.
Rose.
Yeah.
Wait, why hesitance, Christina?
No. Rose, 100%. Yes, I like her. I like her. I'm still creating my list of the top people, but I like Lauren a lot. Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about their connection, the two of you?
I love the fact that she brought up something that he normally isn't really comfortable bringing up in relationships, and that's faith. Mm-hmm. And she said that was the reason that her parents have had such a long and happy relationship, and that she wants to implement that kind of God being number one in the relationship with her future relationship. And I love the way that Matt was able to open up about that being one of his desires as well.
Yeah, I absolutely love it when The Bachelor, when Matt has conversations about what he wants the relationship to be like. What are the pillars of the relationship that are important to him? Obviously, faith is super important to him when he said a prayer on the show. So I thought it was amazing. And I'm just so pleased to see so many real conversations happening so early on. Again, reiterating, Matt is here for the right reasons, and a lot of the girls are here for the right reasons, and they're having those really important conversations that should be had early on in a relationship, very early on. So really great to see. Love Lauren.
And this last one is a little silly, but Bachelor Nation is really going off on Twitter because they're saying that apparently Matt kisses with his eyes open. I don't remember seeing a lot of eye open kisses. I remember some awkward kisses where I was like cringing.
That's what I think. Okay, well, so thorn for Matt, but it's because what we were talking about before. I think in some of the kisses he feels so awkward and pressured that he's kind of like,
yeah,
you know, like if you are in the moment, you are totally eyes closed, like snogging someone's face off. I think he's just like feeling awkward because all these girls are like, where's my kiss, where's my kiss? So he's like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, maybe he's like, keeping my eyes open makes me feel like I'm not so much in the moment, that I'm not attached to this. Like it's just a emotion. But I will say I only noticed it with Lauren, and I really think he wanted to kiss Lauren. So maybe it's just a tendency he needs to work on.
Yeah, he needs to work on it. True.
We've got an entire season for him to warm up. All right, well, that wraps up this episode of Bachelor Tea Party. Make sure you guys go check out our Facebook fan page in the meantime, and we will see you for next week's episode. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.